Up, shadow divers. I just wanted to take a quick minute. I was watching the YouTubes and I was like, this definitely deserves a reaction slop video from me real quick. I just want to talk about it. Let me just make sure that my microphone's working. And it'll be really quick. I think this is going to be less than 3 minutes on the video, but probably 3 hours of me cursing and talking shit. So one thing at a time. All right, should disable this.
There was a time when things were made to last. I don't mean that in a nostalgic, rose-colored glasses kind of way. I mean literally. Products used to be built with durability in mind. Materials were heavier, designs were simpler. Repairs were expected, and pride was taken in function, not just form. But now, everything feels cheap. Even the expensive stuff. From clothes to appliances to cars. It's like things are
The clothes thing really gets to me because it's like about a really good shirt a few months ago, and to say it was like falling apart around me while I was on my way out, on my way on my day to day, it was like, yeah, it was like, okay, I can feel the things falling off me. I can feel the strings starting to unravel.
designed to break just after the warranty ends. And we're so used to it, we barely question it anymore. That's just how it is. But it wasn't always this way. Companies used to compete on reliability, longevity, even aesthetics that aged gracefully. Now they compete on who can get you to upgrade faster, on who can convince you that last year's model is somehow holding you back. It's not just bad luck that your car broke after 3 years. It's part of the business model, and it's everywhere. We replace phones every 2 years. Streaming boxes die mysteriously. Printers scream error and stop working altogether. And furniture from big box stores can't even survive a move across town.
That one, especially. Like, I have a printer that is still working, but I did move and with it in the car, and I put it in a box, and I was like, okay, this is going to be protective, right? Nope. One of the printer trays is screwed up, and it's like, wow, I know it's just basically plastic, but I'm like, it is really annoying that they're like, it isn't even that they built this to last. It's like, they didn't build this to last. It's like just the fact that it's so inconvenient. If one plastic thing breaks, it's actually easier just to replace the whole thing than to like fix it. Fortunately, the other paper intake tray on top still works, so it's fine. But I'm just like, it's just so annoying.
It's like we've accepted disposability as normal, and that scares me a little. Because when everything becomes temporary, so do our standards. Why bother taking care of something that's designed to fail? And why fix what you're told to replace?
Well, the other thing is like, how do you have the ability to fix anything at all? I am shit at maintenance, genuinely. Like, I am the worst at. Maybe I'm not the worst, but I'm actually like, okay, it's actually I'm not a carpenter. I don't have that as a skill set, and the generational things that you would normally expect to like kind of pass down. Like, my dad never changed his own oil. I don't change my own oil. I'm like, I go to Valvoline. I could probably know enough to read the manual and do it. But it's one of those things where it's like, it's not actually me engaging in the actual act here. It's not me getting my hands dirty with it.
They call it planned obsolescence, but I think it's more than that. It's engineered forgetfulness. If you never form an attachment, if nothing sticks around long enough to matter, you stop noticing what you've lost. The problem isn't that things break, it's that they're supposed to. And the more we lower our expectations, the easier it is for them to keep selling us junk, over and over and over again. Every quarter, every year, and if it doesn't break, they'll just convince you it's out of date. It's not just frustrating, it's wasteful, financially, environmentally, and emotionally. We keep cycling through garbage and calling it progress. I want to live differently. I want to own things that mean something, things I can take care of, things that stick around, things that prove their worth through time and not through marketing. Because that kind of ownership teaches you patience, gratitude, and the good kind of pride. You don't get that when everything's designed to fall apart. Maybe it's time we stop accepting this, stop mistaking new for better, and start demanding something worth keeping again. Now, if this hit different for you, leave a comment. Tell me about something you still own that's lasted, something that wasn't designed to be thrown away. Because those stories matter than most people realize. Live simple, live free.
Yeah, so this is the only, I mean, first and only video I've watched of Mitchell Eisenbraun. But let's see what these people have. Um, Keep a 40-year-old fridge in your garage. That way you'll still have a working fridge when the brand new fridge you just bought breaks next year. Okay, so that's another thing. Like now that there's a computer in most fridges that's tracking your like how many times you open the door or whatever, it's like, okay, can the fridge company just turn it off? Like there's nothing bad with the mechanics, but it'll just be like, we're just gonna decide it stops working, so you get either repaired or replaced. Something, man. I mean, it sounds like a racket. So last summer, I bought an old Singer sewing machine. The seller asked me what I was going to use it for. I said, well, I'm going to use it for sewing. The seller looked at me like I was joking. Later, a quick search on the internet showed that the machine was produced in 1917. After a small service, it works great. It's like, yeah, okay. Imagine trying to do that with some plastic piece of whatever. Planned wealth extraction. My wife has a KitchenAid mixer older than our adult children. Nice. Yeah. I was blessed with the gift of a 20-year-old diesel pickup truck. It comes from an era of durable functionality. It runs well using simple electronics, has a manual climate and audio controls, and has a charming character that says, I'm here to work. It's fairly repairable and the parts are fairly common. Best part is no car payments. God, I wish I had that. That would be pretty sweet. So, all right, what am I actually even, looking at this thing? This is one. Okay. Anyone who is spamming, any bots that are spamming are getting automatically kicked. Anyway, concept. Yeah, the entire idea is like there's this planned wealth extraction, planned obsolescence, but I think it's more of a like I think there's a psychological component that I like to talk about. And a lot of it has to do with not just, I mean, I'm not a minimalist, but I am in Tentara. And by in Tentara, I mean I am, oh yeah, look at another bot. I'm about to like block everyone on Kick immediately because it's all bots and it's all whatever. And I know I have like less than one stream, less than one viewer, but fuck this. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh, in Tentara. Not really a minimalist, but I am someone who is very focused that any object I have, any object that I spend money on, anything that I spend money, energy, attention, and time has its place. Not in a scarcity way, not in I have to maximize everything for, min max everything so that I have the best outcome for the least amount of expenditure possible. That might have its place other places, but here it's more like I just want a lifestyle where I'm not really burdened by anything, where the objects I have, where the material possessions I have actually aligns with the life I want. I think people, they buy to kind of fill a void. And we all buy emotionally. We buy emotionally, we vote emotionally, we date emotionally. I'm not trying to invalidate that. But a lot of it really does have to be stop, think. Does this actually lead me a step in the direction that I want my life to be? Does the new car? Does the Maserati? Does the whatever? No. Then maybe you need to stop yourself from pursuing it. Maybe it needs to be, I don't need that. And I work with so many rich people. So many rich people who can like buy buy the town I'm living in. Buy like, I don't even know how to describe the wealth that some of these people have. But they have the Ferraris, they have the Maseratis, they have the Bugattis, whatever. But it doesn't matter because like, oh, that's nice. I'm glad everyone who, stares when I drive down the street, but it's not actually filling the hole in my heart. It's not actually getting me the relationships I want. It's not actually getting me the relationship to myself that I want. It's nice. It was actually fun for the first, month, maybe in the first year, but now it's just kind of dead. I think then it's something like buy what you need, let it last. And How do I want to put this? Well, let me add another component first. So the other part of this is constant expansion. The idea that, hey, if you buy something from a company, you have to buy it twice. You have to buy the upgraded model a year from now, a day from now, whatever it is. And the idea is like, okay, you hear this in the news all the time. The economy is going good. Why? Because everyone's spending their money. Everyone's giving it to Honda and Ford and Cracker Barrel and I don't know, Buffalo Wild Wings. And it's like, well, wait a minute. If I eat at home, does that mean the economy is going bad? If I don't go to the grocery store and I grow my own food, God forbid I have some chickens in the backyard, does that mean that the economy is going bad if I'm independent? And the correct answer is yes. So much of our society is based on the idea of either constant expansion or, at the very least, constant spending, that the actual act of being independent, or actually the actual act of being frugal, seems to be anathema. Not only wrong, but like this can't be happening if we want actually society to keep, I don't know, growing, functioning, whatever. I think that's a component here psychologically too. If I'm not spending, it feels wrong. If I'm not actually upgrading or growing from the evidence, upgrading from a shitty Honda from 1994 to the next model, then that means something negative about me. I think it has to be a real question though. A, do you need the new model? B, do you want the new model? And C, why? What does this actually do for you? Does it make you happier? Does it get you the life you want? Just think about it before you pull out the credit card. That's all. Anyway, I just wanted to do that real quick. I'll probably be able to stream, maybe not today, but probably tomorrow. We will definitely be doing more reaction slop. I definitely want to talk about my boy Timothy Ward on this guy's channel. Timothy is absolutely wonderful. He's the one who got me into van life back in the day. One of the people. Yeah. So let's check out his stuff. And I will be doing that, maybe also some other stuff a little bit later.